My name is Teresa Allerton, and we had our first senior tea at the Western Reserve Area Agency on Aging, which I considered a great success for two reasons. We got to meet our neighbors, and that is the whole purpose of our senior tea, is to get to know our neighbor. And it's a start, and secondly, it was a success because they want to come back. So this is awesome. We get to share what the Western Reserve Area Agency does. We get to know our neighbors, and we get to continue that relationship, which is really what we do at the Western Reserve Area Agency on Aging. It's to let people know that they have choices as they get older and help them plan their aging. One of the issues that came up frequently as I visited table to table is transportation, which is a very big issue for our senior population. And so sometimes there's social isolation because of lack of transportation. So this is something that I think our agency is going to take some time to take a look at, which is another reason why these events are so successful.
It was a young man at the table. I grew up hearing about him from my brother. He was a basketball legend in the city of Cleveland, and he was one of the best. And he was very interested in giving up ideas of things that we might could do for them to, like have little get-together and gatherings. They really enjoyed the tea party, though, and they said they would be back if we had another one. When it comes to seniors, my mother was on passport, and they took care of my mother very well. So when they have things like this to inform the seniors about what programs we have and what benefits that we have over here, that I really get into that, and I really like that part about it. Very impactful because when we let them know what they are not just eligible for, but some things that you are entitled to have because you're a senior citizen. A lot of people don't know that everything we do is not income based. And if we don't have the program here, then we know how to get you to the right people to help you out.
So the experience at the tea party at Western Reserve Area Agency on Aging was very enlightening.
Did you have a good time?
I had a ball. I had a ball talking to them. And then first of all, they was our seniors, so they talked about the war. They talked about their past, they talked about their presence, and they also talked about their future. So it gave me a chance to have a snapshot of their lives and what they had contributed. They was both veteran wars, so they was in the war. So that really impressed me. So not only was I able to give them information to help, but they gave me history. So that's something to always glean from our seniors.
Be at your best, and we want to be at our best. So let's take a commercial break. Just say, I am independent. I am happy. I am engaged.
Hi, my name is Courtney McDonald, and I also got to participate in the Welcome and Meet Our Neighbors tea. It was a great opportunity just due to the fact that we're getting our name out there to folks who didn't know what we did before. They've heard of Western Reserve, but getting to actually engage with those folks was well worth it. I'd say it was the reason why I felt it was successful is because if I put myself in a room with 5 people and I'm able to help 1 out of 5 of those people, that's a good day for me. A great example, I actually assisted someone today with getting their father enrolled and signed on to passport services because they did not know what options they had. We had a very active and live group at the tea, and they brought up a lot of things and ideas that they wanted to express that they believe would benefit the relationship between Western Reserve as well as our neighbors. One of being ideas like speed dating, ideas of getting out and doing tours of the community to see what resources are still available to them, learning computer classes and getting familiar with those resources as well. We're looking forward to having more opportunities like this because it's opening ourselves up to the people in the surrounding areas. And the more people you surround yourself with, the more chances you have to help out, and that's what we're all about.
So one of the biggest takeaways for me with the welcome tea with our neighbors is the commonality in journey. There was one participant that was so happy to share that she was a stage 3 breast cancer survivor. She was more than happy to share her situation because, or her experience, in that maybe it just might help someone else. The last point that really stood out to me was regarding transportation and the need for transportation, especially when the weather changes. One of the requests was for transportation to events, to get older ones out and socializing and engaging so that we could better manage conditions such as Alzheimer's, improve memory and so forth. So just a booster for me as well. So I look forward to being able to get with our neighbors again during the next welcome tea.
I got the sense of community from these folks. You have to consider that these people that we met who live downtown here in Cleveland were kind of the pioneers. They were the first ones to start living here in Cleveland. They wanted to be engaged in their community. And if you think about what neighborhood means, it means community, it means involvement. And we heard from them. They had a lot of questions. I think they felt so much better that we are that neighbor that you could talk to across the fence. And they really enjoyed the fact that they could get answers, because face it, many people find when they ask for help, they don't know where to go. They don't know who to ask, what kind of questions. And I think we reassured them they're meant to be here for, and they're very happy that we were their neighbor. So I think it was a good beginning, and I'd like to see that we do more of these to get our message across that the Western Reserve is there for everybody, and it was good to meet these folks.